Welcome! Happy Friday! My name is Lisa, and this is One Lisa Show. This is the Friday Sews edition. So if you want to find out what I've been doing all week and what my plans are for this next weekend, stick around. So welcome to Friday Sews. Hello everyone. I hope this has been a good week for you. I actually did a lot of sewing this week and a lot of other things as well that I'm going to waffle on about. Let's start with what I'm wearing. It's a ready-to-wear shirt, but I finally finished my sailor shorts. This is the Quick Sew 3854, and I made this short in actually a fabric that's very similar looking to this olive green. It's a lyocell twill from Joann's that was on clearance, and I did snaps on the waist. I'm going to show you the back line envelope with the line drawings. Now keep in mind, the only finished measurement on this pattern envelope that I found was the inside leg seam, which doesn't help. This pattern runs extra small to extra large. I made the extra large based on the measurements, and the measurements, actually extra small is a waist of 22.5 to 23.5, and hip 32.25 to 34. Extra large is a waist of 35 to 37 inches and a hip of 45 to 47 inches. My waist is a 37 and my hip is a 45, which is the extra large size. I do follow the seam allowances. Don't want you to think, because that used to be a problem I had when I was younger. I did not follow seam allowances. So when I was in high school, I think, or middle school, and I would make something, I was horrible at following seam allowances. I just sewed, and I did not properly measure, and I was a child and I didn't. I also always cut outside of the pattern. My mom taught me to cut just outside of the line on the tissue paper. You didn't want to cut too close. And then when you cut your fabric, I would always cut a little further then. So even following the seam allowances, sizing never really matched up well. Sometimes notches didn't match up well. I now know why, but back then I didn't, and I didn't measure every time I sewed, whereas now I'm measuring my seam allowances all the time. I know exactly where my 5/8 is depending on where my needle is, or I know where I want my needle to lay in the straight line, so that way I know where like the marker for my 5/8 is, or if it's a 1/2 inch, or bras sometimes are a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So I got it down now. But anyway, I did the extra large. I'm going to show you. I'm going to insert a picture too. But these are the finished product. My mom says they look okay. I did the hem by hand. There's the pocket, you can see. I still haven't finished my seams inside though. I did the seam allowances, but I didn't finish my seams. So today I'm going to get out my beautiful serger that I absolutely love from Sherry, and I'm going to work on some of those seams. This is how I know it's too big. I did snaps, which is wonderful. But you see this overlay? Do you see how much fabric has overlaid for the waist? It should sit like this. And it sits all the way like this. So it's just too big on me. And it is big here. I think I'm going to get, well, we're going to see how much I wear it. But honestly, if I want to continue to wear this, I wasn't happy with it during the sew. A lot of the sew, it wasn't as pleasing of a sew for me. But I think I'm going to get some Stay's little metal, those little bars that you can put in to try to like kind of clasp on the inside, just to keep those at bay. And I will point out, and this is the other thing I don't particularly care for here, but that's because I had to cinch the waist so much. So I think I'm going to try making them again in the large size and see where I'm at with the fit. Part of my hesitation with making too many clothes for myself right now is that I do want to focus on getting healthy. So I've been doing a lot more walking, a lot more being active, more healthy. That's a tough subject too to talk about, because I'm not knocking anybody's bodies. I'm not knocking anybody's anything. This is just a preference for me. So I do feel weird talking about it because it's private and it's personal, and I'm not happy with some of the underarm flags going on, the extra ways I give people. And I have some weight that's added to my belly lately that I'm not happy about. I don't like my waist measurement. I don't like my hip measurement. And I think it's great that pattern companies are starting to be larger size ranges, and everybody's made how everybody's made. But I know what my body used to be, and menopause and cancer has done a number to me. So I just want to healthy up. I don't even want to say I want to lose weight, because it's not about the number, the weight number. It's more about tightening up, if that makes sense, and getting some of my muscles back and definition. That's a little off topic, but that's what I'm wearing. This past week, work has just consumed me. I do have my notes, so if I look down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. But then I'll probably have to take off my glasses. Welcome to 44, Lisa. Work has consumed me. It's been a busy week. Owning your own real estate brokerage is tough work. And I'm trying to get my house in order, so to speak. Get your stuff together. And it's not that it's that far off, but I have to stay on my game. I have nobody to blame but myself if I don't succeed. This is another pair of shorts. I am just whipping out these City Gym shorts. Pearl Soho free pattern. I think the past 3 Friday sews I have showed a pair of shorts that I've made for my nieces. And the one that likes Def Leppard also picked out this fabric. It's got skeleton hands, webs, and flowers. And she said it was soul sucking. She's 9 and goes to a parochial school. So I have some black bias tape and black twill tape from Bra Builders. This is from Bra Builders. This is from Dritz package, and fabric was from Joann's. It was 4 bolts of Halloween fabric they had in June. So made those for her. She hasn't seen them yet. I'm very excited to show them to her. I got a couple of non-sewing items. So if you're not into sewing, fast forward a minute. Maybe 2. My boyfriend and I have really enjoyed, as an activity we do together but apart, our puzzles. We do sometimes work on a puzzle together, but not at the same time. Usually I'll work on a puzzle if I'm home, walk away on the weekend, and then Big Daddy will come in because he lives in the garage. He's always in the garage on the weekend. He'll come in, get some water or something or a snack, and he'll sit down and work on the puzzle. So we put the puzzle in the dining room, on the dining room table, and I usually pick out the puzzles, and I'm always gifted puzzles for my birthday or for Christmas. It's not uncommon for my siblings to get me a puzzle because I do love puzzles. I think they're fun. They make your mind work, make your brain think, and they can be relaxing in a way to kind of decompress after the day. So we have been doing more puzzles throughout the pandemic, and I needed a new puzzle. So I went to the store and purchased one that I thought my boyfriend would actually enjoy. He'll work on whatever. We've done donuts, candy, retro cookies, brands, you name it, we've done it. Lots of paintings. But lately, it's always what I pick out, and I always pick out what I like, because he always says, I don't care, and he doesn't. But we watched on Amazon Prime, we just finished up Invincible, which is an adult comic book cartoon, if that makes sense. If you haven't seen it, it's called Invincible. It's a cartoon based on a comic, but it's adult. It has strong language. It has gore. and it's a cartoon. And after the first episode, I was like, this is not my cup of tea. But he wanted to see the second episode and give it a chance, and we watched the whole season. Then we have now moved on to The Boys, also on Amazon Prime. This is not a cartoon, but it is also another mock kind of thing about superheroes. If you haven't seen The Boys, it has very strong language. It has sex. It has nudity. It has I don't like this one either. So there are things about it I think are clever, where I think we're on the third or fourth episode. I don't like it. It messes up with my dreams because we watch it before we go to bed. And it spins superheroes in a whole new light, that they're narcissistic. They are, they got problems just like everybody else. They deal with addictions. They are corrupt. Not all, but they're not this Superman high moral standing or Batman. It's not my cup of tea. I don't mind language, but this is beyond language. So I'm just going to give you a warning. A lot of the people that watch my show may not be up for the language in that show if you haven't seen it already. So I am not pushing these, but this is where I'm going with my story. This has become a long video, so I'm sorry. I got my boyfriend, since we're into this comic kick, I got him a puzzle, and we're going to try to work on it this weekend. It's a DC Comics Justice League, and now there's a glare, so I'm going to try to get it without the glare. Maybe I'll put in a picture, because it's a glossy box. It's just, there it is. That's a little better. Showing, it's a dark picture, but anyway, it's a Thomas Kincaid of a comic. And you can see Batman up there and Superman up here, and I guess there's a bunch of bad guys in the fight scene throughout, and it looks like it's on the Hudson or something like that. So, got a puzzle for us to work on this weekend. And when I say this weekend, it usually takes us about a week to do a puzzle. The other thing I want to show off is my sock progress. So I've been working on this sock. It's a Pattons yarn, my first ever sock. And I got past, this is the heel flap. I'm learning the terms. Heel flap, and I just finished the heel turn. So this is the top of the sock. And now this is where your heel sits. So it is actually moving along. Well, this would be like that. Yeah, so now I'm going to do this part. Now I'm going to do the toe part. So I'm very excited, working on it. I do love how it's turning out. Hopefully by winter I have a pair of socks. And then this weekend, besides working on that puzzle, I want to do a little bit more work on this sock. I'm hoping to work on a bra. I did manage to start a dress for my other niece. And I have to do the arms and the neck. And I usually don't do a facing, but I'm going to do a facing this time. I want it to look really good and crisp. So I have to cut out the facing pattern pieces, sew them up, and then attach them. And that's it. I cut out all the pieces for my next bra. And my bra builder's supplies came in yesterday. And I got a whole new, I got multiple findings kits. That was the video I posted yesterday. But the best part is that I got 2 different finding kits that would work for this fabric. And I'm going to debate which one to use, but I've already cut out all the pieces for that bra. And it's a light blue satin, but the back bridge piece, this back piece, that's white. So I think I'm going to use the white findings kit. So everything will be that white with that steel blue front. I think it'll look fine. Nobody sees my bras anyway. So it's just what I want. It should just be what I want. That is my Friday sews. I hope everyone's having a great week. If you liked this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up or a like or a comment. And if you haven't already done so and think this might be something you might like to watch more of, please consider subscribing. I have this goal to have 1,000 subscribers by August, and I can't do it without your help. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend and catch you at the next Friday Sews. Bye-bye.